welcome. Shannon Sharp looks like Unc is going to be running the Jay-Z and Roc Nation with his law firm to try to team up to join forces to stop the evil Tony Busby from destroying what Shannon Sharp was building. Come on, man, give me another hug, man. I need hugs. I need some help right now. They out here doing a thing. They doing a number on your boy. I'm telling you, boy, they doing a thing on me. So all Shannon Sharp is reaching out to his friends in the industry, Hollywood, hip hop, NBA Prime. He needs some help. And Buddy Boy is getting there. So all these people are reaching around trying to see what they're going to do to help out with old Shay Shay. It's a lot going on, good people. There's a lot going on. So let's get to it. Let's go. Now, when I said let's get to it, it was supposed to kick in. Go.
Hi, I'm Carcino.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. There we go. The dopest intro on YouTube. Appreciate it. Now, one more again. We back to the sauce. Now, the reason for this is because I was just insinuating that he would do it, lean out to Jay-Z and his team of Roc Nation. But the law firm wanted to get as much information on this Tony Busby thing as possible to know about his practices and know about certain things that are transpiring. So this is going to be very costly for Shannon Sharp in a legal proceeding because they're going to have to actually go through the process of doing this. So far, though, they have not filed anything, for what I've heard, against the woman and Tony Busby. He's only made the announcement that he's going to do so. Now, since the allegations were made, there have been a lot of people speculating and taking their own, putting their own thoughts to it. Even though Shannon Sharp is not going to be on ESPN, we have information on that now. Somebody has just emailed me some things about that as well. Hollywood, his former stylist, they were leaking audio saying Hollywood was leaking stuff out to the people because he's not with Shannon Sharp anymore. But if you own the Patreon, Hollywood addressed you directly. You heard it right from his mouth about the whole situation. Now, let's get to this. The reason why Shannon Sharp is taking this route, like I said, we don't go here and hit the button unless we have new information. We're not going to go and start a video. We don't have new information. Now, Anybody who had a problem with Shannon Sharpe, they use this as an opportunity to take a shot at him by saying, nah, bro, you need to go interview yourself. You got a lot of stuff going on. And they seem to be upset that Shannon Sharpe is on his own show, Nightcap. So people were in the comment sections, saying different things. And this is why he thinks like now you should have a PR team, someone out there doing the work for him, because his lawyer is not a PR guy. And unfortunately, he don't have Jay-Z and Roc Nation having his back. I don't know why they keep cutting the live or what it is that they're doing. Somebody said restart the app. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Somebody said, I watched him last night for the draft, and yeah, it was kind of weird. Somebody said, I got no notification. Yeah, that's the reason why. They said, that's the second time today I got no notification. Well, that's telling you something's up. Now, here's another thing right here. These are the fans. And Shannon Sharpe is losing public appeal with the fans. It's like too soon, Shay. Way too soon, champ. You need to sit down and address your stuff first. Bet your old tail leave them fast young white girls alone now. Nah, this ain't it. I love but as saying goes, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Grandpa clearly doesn't listen to any of the wisdom that his guest gives him. Trying to go on like he ain't bothered. He knows when he gets home, he be punching the air at night. They say, leave the young women alone. I know some sisters that will rock your world for under $500. Now, this is what we're talking about, people. Yeah, Sterling gonna be there with him last night because he need his big brother. He probably got his sister there. He probably got everybody there. Because he says, check out the surprise witness on Uncle Shay. Might want to watch this one. Also, BJ evidence. There's something about a certain lawyer too. Now, because of this situation here, they're looking for a PR team to get out and do some work, because they're out here bashing Shannon Sharpe publicly. And nobody's really saying Shannon is guilty because, in my opinion, he's innocent of the crime that they're trying to commit. Everybody I know is basically just saying, man, he's stupid for letting this young girl finesse him out his cash. That's all people are saying that I've been around. Shaq looks bad because he told a goofy and Matt Barnes, who did something even more goofy, called somebody else. It's like, yo, we keeping this quiet. So he's looking to give out information on anybody. It's like, I'm willing to bet there's better options out there. Just done. Of course. I bet he's done playing in that snow now. Shaking my head. Well, apparently you would be done playing in the snow because it's not going to make any sense. He said, "Why come when a brother comes in the money, there's a white woman? Huh? All needs after he get with Jay-Z is Cino and lawyers. You got the dream team, baby." No, that's the Scream Team. Well, Shaq wanted to use his street resources to see if they could find out information that the streets would have that the police wouldn't have. So he could use that against Shannon Sharp. That was before all of this stuff was going on because the two didn't know, diddly squat. But now all of that stuff is coming to light. Well, yeah, he's teaming up. Word on the street is that they're trying to collaborate and see what they have, as they both have a common enemy in Tony Busby. And if you're Tony Busby, you're saying, "Look, y'all making me look bad. I haven't done anything. I haven't filed anything against Shannon Sharp." Shaq is a very sensitive man. And when you say something about him, he gets upset. That's typical Shaq. Everybody seems to know that about Shaq. It hasn't changed in forever. But that's why Shannon Sharp's PR team is out here because no one's buying anything that he's selling. First off, I'm not finna deal with a girl posting stuff like this, Shannon. Call me. I feel like effing with you. Mm-mm-mm. I want you to put on a dog. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you effing me. Only if you put that baby gravy in me, then you could do whatever you want to me. Now, these text messages, he said Jonathan Majors waited a year before he defended himself. Foolish mistake. Two strong black men teaming up to take down a female predator. Love and respect from the UK, bro. Cool. Appreciate it. Well, he represented the women versus Deshaun Watson and Busby, and he seems to be connected with a lot of cases where there are African American men who are celebrities or professional athletes, and the opposite sex just happens to be some white girls or just women in general, and he seems to have a pattern, it seems like. But let me tell y'all the difference here between the two. Okay. First of all, Jay-Z and Shannon Sharpe cases are completely different. Jay-Z has never met or seen and had no contact with that woman ever. Okay, this is the key thing that people keep messing up when they keep bringing Jay-Z and Shannon Sharpe situation up. Jay-Z did not know this woman, neither did Diddy. They didn't know this woman at all. She came up with some crazy story that none of it was adding up and with the facts or anything. She's saying she was talking to people who weren't even there. It just was all over the place. And people knew she was lying from that moment on. Yep. So they didn't know it. Shannon was in a full-on, almost 2 years full relationship with this woman who he met when she was 19 years old. And now she's about to be 22 years of age. They have been dating for that long, from 2023 to 2025. Ralph, I said, I lived with Ty, a white woman, for 3.5 years, and it almost ended in a bad situation for Justine, like Unc. I had to agree to lay down and let her trample all over me for her to go away. Not good. Well, unfortunately, some of the women are very calculated when they make their decisions about their men. Most black women don't do the things that white women do right away. White women cater to your ego quicker, and they make you feel like a king. They will worship you. They see greatness in you, and they're there for your every command. Black woman ain't putting up with all this. She ain't putting you up on no damn pedestal, and you ain't did nothing. You see, that's just how it is. You're gonna have to earn yourself to get up on that pedestal. Now, some women, some white women, once they put them up on that pedestal and they go through all that and they dating them and everything else, and they get up with each other, they get rewarded. They'll say, hey, here you go. Boom. Yep. So now that they're rewarded, oh, absolutely. They get rewarded with all kind of different things, like trinkets and all kind of stuff. So so they get rewarded. No, but once you get her and you've been with her for years and She got you, y'all get married, then all that's gonna change. That white woman gonna change on you. Oh, she ain't putting you up on no pedestal no more. It's like, all right. Now, here's what's going to happen, okay? We're going here together to Bath, Bed, and Beyond, and we're going to go and get this new bed. We're going to get this dresser set, and you're going to put it all up now. No, you're not hanging out with those guys no more. I don't want them over here no more. You love them. You've outgrown them. I got friends for you. Don't worry about that. Now, it's all finna change, buddy. You're going to be wearing khaki shorts out there with a doggone bib on saying #1 grill dad. No more Hennessy. Forget that. You're drinking mimosos. He'd be like, "Where my Hennessy?" No, I don't drink Hennessy anymore. I drink a Moscow Mule. You ever had a Moscow Mule? Moscow Mule? Nigga, I ain't in Russia. It's the new end drink. First, you got to get a cold mug. Yep. No more MGD. Hey, give me one of them MGD. No MGD? Well, I'm supposed to drink. Apple Pale Ale. You got liquor in it? Man, this thing is saying it's nothing but sugar. He said, no sisters are your partners. If they mad, they fight with you. White woman, you are their possessions. If they are mad, they must destroy you. Yep, pretty much, unless you're the wrong kind of black man. See, if you're the wrong kind of black man, they're going to know right away. See, they've tried this trick with me many a time. They have catered. I've seen them drop to their knees and beg me. I've seen it all. I am the trophy and the prize. You see, unlike the average black man, I don't need them to pay anything for me. See, the black guys they pamper them with their daddy's credit card. And the black guy be, yeah, baby, I need a PS5. I need some games. I need this and I need that. And she'll go get it. She wants to appease that black man. But once you get in a relationship full blown, it's going to change. And the white woman don't play. They don't break their position until they got you right where they want you. Once they know they got you in a marriage or y'all live together in a relationship and y'all bought a house and all that and they got you, then they flip the switch. Well, you got to understand, not all white and black relationships go like that. It's just the majority of them. Some white girls are just as ghetto and as trashy as the black girls, so it don't even matter with them. They just there to ride with you, period. They hood any goddamn way. Now, those are different. Okay. Those are different scenarios. But in the majority of these situations, they appear just like that. I've seen them happen. Seen a lot of my black friends go down this road and not come back. You wouldn't even know that. You'd be like, "Oh, dog." He'd be like, "I'm Odias. How you doing, man?" I'm like, "Oh, dog." Oh, man. I ain't been old dog in, that was what, 28 years ago. Come on, man. I'm Odias, man. No one calls me old dog. And his white friends be there with him. Oh, old dog. Oh, man, he's got a new name. He's old dog. So I'm telling you, you'd be like, okay, Odias, yes. Why are you dressed like this? Did you look in the mirror today? Oh, yeah, man. I grill now. You grill? Yeah. And she let me cook the sides sometimes too, but yeah, we have squash. Yeah, we don't eat greens and stuff anymore. It's too much vinegar. But yeah, this squash and this kale, I'm telling you, you mix it together, it's the bomb, yo. I'd be like, okay, old dog flipped out. Old dog is flipped out on me. All right, if you want to date a white woman, it is totally your choice. You could date Siamese, Chinese, it don't matter. Whatever you want to do is what you want to do. But you have to live with those consequences. You the one got to live with them. I can care less who anybody else date. They the one got to live with them. What do I care? Shannon Sharpe want to go down there in Snow Bunny Land and be king of the doggone white women. He can. I can care less. But when the scenarios don't go right, don't sit there and blame black women for your decision to be with white women. That's where the problems come in at. Don't throw black women under the bus because you chose a white woman. You just chose the white woman. That's just what you wanted. You selected that. That was your choice. You picked that maze you can't get through. Terrence Howard chose Chinese. He chose anything that was going to service him. Nobody said you had to pick a black woman. You don't have to pick a black woman, bro. Nobody said you had to. But some of these black men feel the guilt of dating white women. They date white women and they feel guilty for dating a white woman. And they come up with an excuse. Man, you know how black women be, man. Shoot, that's why I got me a white girl. Because shoot, like this one black black guy from Philly, he was hanging out with us. Talking about some, man, I don't date no man. I see some white girls there. Yeah, I don't like black girls. I'm like, you black, nigga. How do you think you got here? Oh, you talking about Jen Mosley, my baby? That's my baby Jen. Yeah, I was told one of my homeboys that used to cut my hair back in the hood. Somebody was like, yo, dude is like dressed up like a full lady now. I'm like, no. I heard that, I almost fell out. I couldn't believe it. Then I started thinking back, like, were they signs? I'm like, was there signs? Because normally I would have picked up on that, but nah, but I never hung out with him. Like we used to shoot dice at his crib. We just like get our hair cut and just use his crib for what we needed. Like everybody in the hood was over there. That was like the meeting ground. Man, when I heard that, it was like, yeah, dog. Look, I'm telling you, one boy was telling me, like, no, dog, it's him. I'm like, can't be him. He's like, Sino, pay attention to this. She's mad because Shannon supposedly was supposed to drop a present up for her birthday, not to come inside. A sister will let you in, then beat the living hell out of you if she is mad. Ralph, you got a point there. They will definitely do that. Yeah, see, white woman to get you to if that depends on what kind of brother you are. Now, some brothers they keep their pimp hand strong. They don't go for none of that. White woman, black woman, Hispanic woman, no matter. Dick run the show. And whatever they say, go no matter what. Now that chick there has been whipped into a submission. She don't care what the thing is. He going whatever he say is going to happen. Now I've seen that too in some of the relationships. Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. No, you got some white women, they see you gotta understand when you date a white woman, you're dating her past, her history. See, black folks, we are loving people. So the first time we meet the white girl, we bring her in front of our parents. You'd be like, oh yeah, then my mama, then my mama Jean, then everybody, then my cousin, then he just came in from out of town. Then my Uncle John, yeah, he married the Rachel. And this is ex-wife here, but she family. So she can come over whenever she wants. Because she got my cousins. And then she get a whole family rundown on the first day in the goddamn house. That's how black folks roll. They gonna do it just like that. You gonna know everybody. You gonna see the ex-girlfriend there, might see a baby mama there. You gonna know everything about him in day one. He been and renting her down. Now, how many times you gonna be at her parents' house with her brothers and sisters, her uncles and aunties, and you over there hanging out with them at their family get together at the house? How many times that's gonna happen? That's gonna feel pretty different. Nine times out of 10, the parents are against the relationship. Some of them have even grown up in a racist household. Most of these interracial relationships, the white girl comes from a family that basically was racist in the house. And to rebel, the rebellious daughter goes out and starts dating black guys to prove to her parents she could do what she want to do. She's not like them. Then when they get older, they resort back to what their family was. I've seen it all. Nope. I've seen it all. They'll do it to spite their family, run off with you, do all this stuff. And next thing you know, they go running right back to their family and everything else. And once some of them do it as a fad. It's cool that the black person is into them. Like, look how cool the white girl is. She's got a black guy, and they use you as a prop. So you, just like Ralph said earlier, possession. Mm-hmm. It's not all white women. It's some of white women that were raised around blacks their whole life. But you got to understand something. It's like this here. You go and you just ask them. You say, okay, how many black friends do you have? And it'd be like one for the white person. But for the black person, it'd be, these are my white friends. He got like 30 to 40 of them. But when the white person, they'd be like, where's your black friend? They just all point to him. Oh, right there. See, you know right away. Well, you can tell, you're right. You can't change their nature. When people don't really have it in their heart to be racist, it's what you're grown up in. You grow up in a systematical racist environment. Your mindset is programmed to think as a racist, and you don't even know you're being racist. They don't even know they're being racist. This is just what they're used to, because in their world, there's damn near no black people around it. So wherever they go to the store, wherever they go to there, most of these people are townies or locals. So everybody, they know everybody. It's not any blacks. It's like no interracial mixing at all. So people learn from each other and learn to respect each other's boundaries. You learn from culture. They don't care to learn your culture. They want you to learn what they do. They want you to like the things they like, but they don't have to like what you do. Shannon Sharpe set himself up to be in this situation, and that's why people are upset. They're upset because he allowed himself to be used as an example. And he's the guy that's supposed to be the professional. He's the guy that's this, he's that. So that's why people were upset. They know Shannon Sharpe ain't do nothing crazy with that woman on that nature. No one believes that at all. Like this woman, this is a clear extortion case, period. I wouldn't even settle with the woman at all for nothing, but I know why he was choosing to settle. He's choosing to settle to protect himself for the money. And he's been under a lot of stress because of it. Has no game. It's not even about game right now. This isn't even about game. This is about one person, which is Shannon Sharpe, making a huge mistake. He made a very big mistake in this case. What Shannon Sharpe did was continue a relationship with this person, knowing her manipulative ways. This woman wasn't into you, okay? She was sleeping with you for what you could provide for her. And you mad she didn't care about you when you knew she didn't care about you from 21 Jump Street. So if you know what it is and you know what this relationship is, she's not with you, bruh. So aligning yourself with Shannon Sharpe, with Jay-Z's lawyers, yes, that's a good look for you, because Roc Nation know how to deal with these kind of lawsuits. So if y'all combine to go after Tony Buzbee, then we'll see. But so far, what I've been told is that no information and paperwork has been filed against Tony Busby yet, or the girl. Even though it's coming, I don't think it's been filed yet. I think they've lost their way. You have people all the time tell you different things. They'll tell you that the sun is shining when it's not. They'll tell you anything that comes to their head. But at the end of those stories, that's what it's going to be. No, people don't understand when they get talked about and they mention that when they're going to bring this case up, there's a lot of things they're digging up right now. That Shannon Sharpe had another settlement allegedly with a woman while he was on Undisputed. But here's what the part that people keep missing. You cannot use settlement agreements. You cannot use settlement agreements in a court, in a civil case. You can't. That won't be admissible in a court of law. Well. Okay, I saw that. No, that's not the way I look at it. My intention was a little bit different. Yeah, I just was sent some email stuff about Shannon. I got to review it so that, so when you review it, it'll tell you a little bit more about the situation. He says if Shannon was smartly, he'd donate to the Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton to investigate Tony Busby. Squash it quick. He'll take a payment from art bar. He'll take a payment from an art bar. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is that Texas and Houston, they kind of protect their own. So it's George Santos got sentenced to 7 years today in the federal fraud case. So we'll see what happens there. No, Shannon originally was trying to get Jay-Z to be on Club Shay Shay. And he told him he would. He's like, when he find time, he loved Shannon Sharpe, so he liked Shannon Sharpe. So that was one of the things he was told him. I gotta let you go buck out, man. We gotta do, you gotta come over there and do Club Shay Shay. Come on, Jake. Jay told him, yeah. I'm gonna, when I find time and I come by, because I'm mostly up here. We both in Cali, but when I'm in Cali, I'm like not really doing that too much. I'm pretty much there for my appointments, and everything. But when I get through with my run, I'll talk to your team, and when you're ready, we'll see. I'm seeing good things from it. Now, this is before all of the Cat Williams and everything else. This is when he had asked him. This is before Cat Williams came and blew the thing up and did everything he did about Hollywood and this and that. So he don't need Jay to come on the show now, but that would be epic if he could get him on there. Now, some people think, like the fans, like they matter. People think that it's not a good look that he has Club Shay Shay running while this is going on, and this is not a good look for the people that come on the show. And there's people been behind the scenes trying to go behind their back saying, like, you shouldn't support Shannon. You don't know. There's a dark Shannon Sharpe. You don't know. They're trying to create this pattern of behavior when it comes to Shannon Sharpe so people could look out for him. Because they're mad. He's, like people are still going up there. And they're just acting like business as usual. But I'm like, what is he supposed to do? I never understood stupidity. Never understood it. Now, here's a person defending Tony Busby, says, Carcino, I think you should start taking Tony Busby more seriously. Your Busby has nothing and can't be taken seriously. Stick doesn't hold water, sir. Then he's like, Shannon Sharpe settled physical incident with female PA. The alleged incident, which has not been previously reported, took place while Sharpe was a co-host on FS1's Undisputed by Ryan Gaspel. Glass-Steagall, rather. So, right away, they're trying to send these pro-Busby people in here to tell me about the case. Now, what they want to do is try to put Shannon Sharpe in a position where he has to settle. Now, they want him to feel stress and feel like he's boxed in. Shannon Sharpe can afford the lawyers and the lawyer fees and all of this stuff. But this is what happens when you're a multimillionaire and you don't have anybody you can trust, and you got all these idiocracies that they have to deal with, the female that you put in position. Exactly. So as you can see, I'm getting sent all this stuff. I'm being tagged all this stuff. I'm not trying to go search for nothing about Shannon Sharpe. You see, that's the thing. I'm not sure. I'm not out here looking for any of it. No, he couldn't keep his mouth shut, because here's the difference. Shannon Sharpe actually was in a relationship with this woman. So this isn't somebody he don't know. She does have Shannon Sharpe on tape. She recorded it. So she's got a whole sexual encounter with them on tape. Shannon has seen the tape already. And she's basically like, I'm going to release it. And he's like, Busby supposedly had a 30-second clip of the tape that he wanted to put together to show the evidence in all of this as if it wasn't consensual. So, you know, the text messages in the matter that pops up is supposed to be, you know, done in a certain way where it aligns to somebody trying to get money out of somebody. Right. And they were like, well, he want to settle 10 million. That make him look guilty. No, it don't. There's plenty of people that tried to settle. Don't mean that you're guilty. It means that I can't have this smut going on because I was dating you. This is going to cause a wave. As you can see, he had to step away from his job for ESPN. What's up, Black Pearl? You just became a member of the Patreon. I see you. Phil Hill, I see you. Josh is back. Josh disappeared and come back. Yep, I see you. A lot of people are looking at yeah, well, you know, that's a little bit of the reasons why people fall into the pitfalls that they do now, is because they don't understand that what they're building towards in their lifeline is fading. Oh, Doug, VIP gang, you already saw what happened today. You already saw what happened today. Who is the second lady? Nobody, I don't know yet. I didn't even look into it. Everybody's just been sending me stuff. Like they sending it crazy. So like Shannon Sharpe stylist, they've been going after Shannon Sharpe stylist. It's been crazy, y'all, for real. Well, it's so many different. There's so many different elements that are put together. People don't get a chance to get second chances all the time. That's what they believe. They believe that if you cry enough, you complain enough, you get your way. They don't want a black man having this kind of success. We told you that. So if that's the case, then why in the world are we sitting here dealing with the nonsense? He has spiritual problems. Exactly. All the people's problems go back to childhood. They just don't know it. That's where it started. The person he's dealing with don't even like black people like that. You can't tell that 20-year-old girl, she doesn't like black people like that. She's dealing with you because you got money. and you just happen to be black, and she don't care. She'll just take what she can get from you, and that's that. They were like, he cheated on her with this Michelle, and she thought they were in a relationship. That's why she felt betrayed by Shannon Sharpe. She didn't care less. She's just like, look, as long as I'm still getting my money out of him. That's the Tony Buzbee strategy. He's going to have to go dig up some other people so that they can find them and bring them to the table and say they were abused. That's his job. That's Tony Buzbee, his thing. He's going to be the lawyer and go to try to find these accusers and say they were assaulted. The only thing that happened when they said there's a third accuser, who's the first one? Is he finna go get Michelle Bundy and bring her back? She wasn't mentally competent the first time around. And Shannon Sharpe, what he did hurts everybody in the business. It hurts everybody in the business. Everybody is black. It hurts them. Let me tell you a story what happened with Greg Jennings. Greg Jennings was working, I believe, at Fox, and he was supposed to do a show. Right? And he did a show one night, and then they had to fly out the next morning. He missed the plane. He missed his flight to go out. So he had to wait till the next flight. He had overslept. He missed his flight, whatever. So he made the next flight. Came out. Nobody said anything to him about it. He apologized to everybody. Nobody gave him a hard time. Nothing. As soon as he saw Prime, and he thought, okay, Prime's going to give me a good old pep talk, some wisdom, and he closed the door, man. He was like, I heard you missed your plane today, and you didn't come in. He was, yeah, man, I overslept, man. You know, he was like, man, look, I don't even want to hear all that. He was like, if I know about it, and I heard about it, the bosses heard about it. And he pointed at his skin and said, we can't afford to be late and miss planes because we overslept. We can't make that many, those kind of mistakes because it's bigger than me and you. Okay? It's always bigger than me and you. We can't make the mistakes they can make. There's small margin of error when it comes to us. You see? Mm-hmm. I don't think Tony Buzbee like anybody. Tony Buzbee is, to me, an ambulance chaser. You know, I don't really like the guy at all. So I don't really deal with him in no capacity. But that's what I see of him when I think of these situations. Ready for the screw job tonight? Shoot, I don't know. After the way they screwed over Minnesota in the second game, my God, I'm like, damn, just foul everybody out. Is you happy with that, Ken James? You are really happy with that performance? That was terrible. I hope I don't fall asleep on that game because that was so boring to watch. They had the worst series out of everybody. Literally, they've been the worst series. The Lakers series has been the worst. Oh, the Lakers come on at like what, 8:30? Yeah, people be fighting, sleep, and everything else but before anything happens on that side of the Palencia. Mm-mm. What's next for Shannon? I don't know. I mean, it's clear you don't want this stuff out because it affects your money. So, duh. Of course, he was trying to do a settlement. I mean, I understand why the lawyer did it and the reason he gave for going public with it, but he didn't have to. But Tony Busby would have put that out anyway. So that's what they were pretty much looking at when he was saying those statements. Yeah, she said, when I'm 152 pounds, but you can't touch me because you cheated on me with that on the live with Michelle. It's like, yeah, when I saw that craziness, I was like, what? Well, she had more people look at her Instagram now. She got more people checking her Instagram account out, which is something she wanted. She wants to get publicity. But that's why these IG models and all that stuff, that's why you got to be careful dealing with them because already they have a psychosis. Like you see a lot of them posting over and over again, talking about some I'm an IG model when nobody's paying them. They don't even have a sponsorship, but they're on there every day posting themselves, and it's not promoting anything that they're doing. Well, he hasn't filed it yet, or if he did, it didn't get to them. But from what I've heard, he hasn't filed a case against that woman yet, or Tony Busby, the countersuit. He's going to file the countersuit. He announced that himself that he's going to sue him and Tony Busby, and that Tony Busby is the one orchestrating all of this. So Tony Busby, that's what Shannon Sharp stated on his Instagram platform or what have you. So what Tony's gonna dig up is anybody that could be a witness to the character of Shannon Sharpe to back it up, saying Shannon Sharpe has done these activities before, X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. No. It was like, why didn't you talk about this third person? I don't know anything about the third person. I told you, they sent me the information. I showed you what they sent. I'm looking more at so far, this is just something that's already been settled. Whatever happened was settled between the two, and they went on about their own business. Shannon Sharpe is Mr. Freaky Man. And because he's Mr. Freaky Man, right, so he's just going to be looked at as the weird, freaky man. No, they said he was at Fox Sports 1 and he jokingly choked somebody at work and they settled a deal. I have not heard anything about that. So I would need legal presence to really do that. Other than that, it's a media slander piece. I, you know, we haven't heard anything about that. And right now, Tony's going digging. Yeah, so before all of this happened, he had recorded an episode with Terrence Crawford. He went out there and met with Terrence Crawford, and right, so the Terrence Crawford episode came and went. And everybody's like, yo, he got fired. There's a lot of people. A lot of people want to see Shannon Sharpe lose because in their inner nature, they feel that's the best way. He needs to be humble. You know, it's a weird sensation people have, but it's just how they carry themselves. They want people to be humble. Bill Cosby, they never even thought about, was Bill Cosby innocent? Right? They just automatically trash Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby did this in the 1930s. He gave them something to put them in their drink. Dudes used to brag about giving girls Spanish fly back in the day. Charlemagne is on tape talking about he gave his wife that he with right now Spanish fly. And said, oh, it's cool because he ended up marrying her. And he's bragged about this on his podcast show because back then in those times, they used that as the party drink to get them loose. It didn't knock them out. Spanish fly didn't knock them out. It just got them in the mood. So now they trying to say it's the date R word drink, and he was making concoctions to put people to sleep. That's not what it does. It's never done that. They did Bill Cosby dirty, and it was only because he wanted to buy NBC. Both times. They took the life of his son. They did it all to back him off of buying NBC. Mm-mm. No. I doubt Shannon Sharp is going to do that now. They were supposed to be coming to Chicago. They were supposed to be coming out here. And they were doing a live showing of Nightcap. And then you had meet and greets. Well, it depends on what is it that you're trying to get out of it. They're hoping in 5 months everybody would have moved on to something else. I'm hoping so too. Oh, this is the realization. Look, this is what they talking about. If anybody could make a joke out of it, it's gonna be a joke. It's gonna be the running joke of the whole neighborhood. Everybody gonna have something to say about old Shay Shay. You let a Becky take you down. So black folks is mad that he even in the situation. And they was like, dog, if you was gonna go down, don't go down for a 5 at best. If you gonna go down, how make it a dime at least? I'm just like, my goodness, get you a dime. And that's the sad thing about it too, is that you will see a situation like this, and you can go to any Walmart in America, you will see a white girl come in with a black guy, and the white girl be about 250. But yet, a black woman that's Big. Oh, she nasty. She big bone. She big body. That's a big block. But a white girl walk around 250 on the average. And they be with this skinny old black guy in there and they just pushing the cart around. That's all psychosis to get you to hate your own kind. Big fat white girl, she good to go. They ain't got no problem with them. Black girl fat, oh, big block. Ain't nobody gonna want that. She a big block. I remember when OnlyFans came out, and they were saying like, "Man, you should go work with OnlyFans because of my Patreon." You know, my Patreon was high, and OnlyFans was coming with a deal. I couldn't even say that, and it was during the pandemic time. So I had created my Patreon before the pandemic hit. My Patreon was created in January of 2020. So that was like a few months before the pandemic hit. So they was trying to get me to go to this thing called OnlyFans when the pandemic hit. And I was like, dude, I already got my Patreon, you know, so I'm already cooking. And they was like, dude, you should go there. And I couldn't even say OnlyFans. I kept saying fans only because and what I found out is that's what they wanted to name it that because OnlyFans is just stupid. I was like, that's a stupid name. Fans only is sounds like that's what it was a better name. They was like, it's already taken. It's copywritten, so we can't use it. So that's how we came up with OnlyFans. It's like that is so stupid. So when I started Patreon, I came out so hard at the gate. Like, believe me, there's so much. I don't know if you go back to the beginning of our Patreon, from the very first to now, dude, there was so much exposed. Gay rappers, gay everything that was on the table, all the secrets, all these people got exposed from the sex tapes, the blackmail photos, all of it. All of it. People was like, I never knew this existed. How did you get all this? It's like, dog, this stuff was out there. And they got them on like black sites and everything. And I had it and I was putting it out to the world. Patreon had to let me know that there was a problem. They was like, oh, we don't do the nudity. You can't do the nudity thing there. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I thought it was like I could tell fans only, like only fans. It's like, you could do that too. They were like, no, you can't do that. I was like, oh, all right. Because I had Deshaun Murray. Remember when, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray, I really did him a solid. Remember the girl that he had the photo out of him. She was giving him the blowjob or whatever. And he had the photo of her. I'm like, dude, she do that all the time. I got another photo. So she took the same photo with another player. I had that. They made me take that down. They made me take it down. I swear to y'all, I had that. Jamal Murray's girl was doing that just like a month earlier to a whole nother player. He thought she was the one. He saw my Patreon video, got mad, and wanted it taken down, even though it was everywhere. I'm telling you, that's what these dudes do, man. That's how these positions are. Man, they don't care. They will go to any extreme. So let me get to work on this Patreon for y'all, and we'll go from there. When I get some more information, I'll let y'all know. Because I just got another email about Shannon Sharpe. So just now, I just looked at the watch. This is crazy. So, damn, I want to like talk about other things and, go over the game for tonight. That's what I really want to do. And they want to bring it to this. So, anyway, I'm going to holler at y'all. Love, peace, and hair grease. Don't forget to go to my Patreon. If you on there today, you get to hear from Hollywood tell you himself he ain't got nothing to do with this situation. And that Tasha K is lying on. I'm out. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world. And I'm just giving my 2 cents on it.